Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, story timers. It's me, Donna Vee, and I'm super early today. I'm actually here an hour early. This is something I never thought would happen, but today is a special day. Today I had to bring my daughter for a procedure, and I had to sit for about an hour in the parking lot. Wait a second. Let me see. She's messaging me. Oh, she's going in. And okay, wait. Now, of course, hold on. This is like live. Wait a second. Okay. Here we go. Now, this is so wild to me because the only other person, what's up, Mike? The only other person in the parking lot decided to park right next to me and is now, oh, she's leaving now. But I thought it was hysterical because I'm like, of course, I parked here in this obscure spot. And this person literally pulled next to me and was on the cell phone, whatever. So good morning, everybody. It's me, Donna Vee. It's story time. And instead of going live from 10 to 11 today, we are here live 9 to 10. Well, 9 until she comes out. So I'm going to say I am going to do a modified version because I didn't want to miss. Today is day 214. And like I said, I am going to be here for an hour. And honestly, that's a long time for me to sit still. So I am going to do everything from the car because life is mobile and you have to be ready to just roll with the punches. Good morning, Frank Simon. Good morning, Mom. I don't know if I could bring your comments on. This is the first time I'm doing this from the phone. It's pretty amazing. I probably can. Oh my God, technology is amazing. I'm like so amazed right now. Okay, let's get to it. Today's letter is X. We have been doing the ASL alphabet, so let's continue with that and let's do it. Oh, yes, I've got the hoodie on. I do, the Batman hoodie, because I wanted to wear black in case I had to get out of the car. It looks the most normal. That just, whatever. So, healthy habits. I got up this morning and was filled with gratitude because I woke up. And that is a definite moment of gratitude. And then I got out of bed and I brushed my teeth, let the dog out, and I love to drink water. So, I brought my hint water with me. And yes, it is pineapple flavored. One of my favorites. So if you have water, I would suggest that you drink some. Good morning, Dennis. How are you? Next thing you know we have to do is we have to stretch because stretching is so important. So I have plenty of room back here to stretch. I'm really excited. So we're going to definitely do that. But let's start out with our ASL alphabet. How about that? So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. I'm so excited. And now we can do our stretches to it. So we will do our arm circles. We know that there are 26 letters in the alphabet, and the middle of the alphabet, number 13, happens to be the letter M. M stands for middle. So are you guys ready? You know that we're going to do our arm circles and our seated stretches. It's a little hard to do jumping jacks, so we'll go arm circles and Frankensteins. And then we'll see what Clifford has to say. All right, here we go. Ow. Maybe we'll do modified arm circles. Or A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, middle, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. That proves that you can do seated stretches anywhere. That's right, even on location. Frank Simon, let's see what you got for me today. Okay, here we go. Excellent, exciting, expectations, extenuating, extreme, and Xanadu. Okay, excellent, exciting, expectations, extenuating, extreme, and Xanadu. Yeah, excellent, exciting, expectations, extenuating, extreme, and Xanadu. One more. Excellent, exciting, expectations, extenuating, extreme, and Xanadu. Pretty good. Not bad, I don't think. Here we go. Hey, Andreas, how are you? Andreas from Germany. Listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. I brought part of my stuff, but I didn't bring everything into the car today. So now we have modified stuff happening. Like, for instance, this is when we read from the Clifford book. Easy to bring into my car. We are on the letter X today. X. Xylophone. X-ray. That's all they have? What? Excuse me, I sneezed. Yeah, xylophone and X-ray. There's got to be other words that start with X, no? Well, if you can think of something that starts with the letter X, share it in the comments. I'd love to see it, and I'll post it. Okay, perfect. Now, you know this is the part where I try to say good morning to all the kids, but I didn't bring that big cardboard with me because I just didn't want it to get crushed, ruined, or yucked up. So what I'm going to do right now is say a general but exciting good morning. Oh, yeah. I brought my one sound machine, a.k.a. book. So good morning, kids. It's me, Donna Vee, and I'm coming to you live from a parking lot of a facility where my daughter is having a procedure today. So we are going to definitely be sending her love and light. But I will also say that this means you never give up. Never give up. No matter what happens, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, don't give up your passion just because of a little bit of a change in schedule. No. And make the most of your time. Because like I said, I can't sit still for an hour. And I mean, I guess I could have put sneakers on and walked around. But then I wouldn't be here for you guys. Because when this is done, this procedure, I need to take care of my daughter. Because family comes first. But you guys are like my extended family. So that's why I wanted to be here for you guys today. Let's see. Oh, Xanadu, Xenon, Xena, and Xavier. I love that. Jeff Price, thanks. Good morning. Oh, thank you so much. He said, I look adorable, positive thoughts. Thank you. Oh, and thank you. Oh, bless you because I sneezed. Got it. See, I forgot that I sneezed already. And I was like, oh, that's so nice. Everybody's blessing me. Frank Simon, Xanadu, Xenon, Xena, and Xavier. Or Xavier, I guess. Yeah, Xavier. I love it. Thank you, Frank. I knew that the Clifford book had 2. That's it. I was like, come on, Clifford. Get it together. All right. Now, guess what time it is? Since I said a general good morning to all the kids. Good morning. I could probably remember a lot of them. TJ, Baby Lewis. Yeah, let's see. Cooper and Tori. Alex, Hannah Lorraine. There's so many kids out there. Sawyer, Jane, and Liam. Yep. Lena and Zvino. There's so many kids. A lot. And I'm just going to say I love them all. I'm going to do an extra hug. So kids, ready? Put your right hand on your left shoulder, left hand on your right. Give yourself a hug for me. Squeeze yourself so tight. Because right now, you know what time it is? Woohoo! Yes, in the Batmobile. That's right. Extra. Sending positive thoughts and oh, thank you. Ready? Thank you. Yay. Thank you for my heart outside my heart. That is so true. She is my heart outside my heart. Both my daughters. So, but it is right now. Vitamin time. I have my vitamins with me. That's right. So let's just check it out. Here we go. That's so funny. Richard says, I look like a school-age girl stuck in the back of my mom and dad's car. This person is literally pulling up again next to me in the spot next to me. And it's cracking me up. There's the whole parking lot is full. I may have a guest on the show because if she looks over at me and wonders what I'm doing, hi, good morning. I might just have to invite her on. That's what I might just do. I could actually probably just show you guys her. The only car in the parking lot right next to me. And of course, she's sitting in her car. I hope she's a fan of Storytime with Donna Vee. If not, she should be a fan of Storytime with Donna Vee. All right. So I've got my vitamins in my hand. And of course, I've got my little yellow book, A Beginner's Guide to the Universe. Why? Because one of the things that we talk about every morning, besides healthy habits of waking up with gratitude, brushing your teeth, getting yourself ready, and drinking lots and lots of water, we talk about good manners. And good manners are so important. She's taking a call. I don't know if you can hear her taking a call right now, because that's a loud Bluetooth speaker. That's pretty amazing. Are we all noticing the fact that I have major focus issues? That's fine. Okay. So in my hand are my 2 vitamins, and I'm very excited because, hey, Christina, good morning. I get to take my vitamins in the car, proving yet again that you can keep your healthy habits up even on the road. So I'm going to take my vitamins and use my book, A Beginner's Guide to the Universe, to cover my mouth to help me with my good manners. No chewing with my mouth open and no talking with my mouth full. No, both of them are not nice. So, I am going to, let's see, should I pick a page at random today? We're here so early. It's so weird. Let's see. Richard, are you still there? Because I think it'd be so cool. Good morning, Thomas Freeman. If somebody hasn't picked a number before, gets to pick a number. You can pick a page between 7 and 157. Okay? So if someone would like to do that, that'd be amazing. Right now, I'm going to check and see what color my vitamins are. Let's see. I'm not looking. One of each. It's a one of each day. Lady, it's a one of each day. I have a studio audience member. She's a live studio audience member. She doesn't know it, but oh, Anzor and Kai are here. Good morning. Anzor, I think that's so sweet. I think my nails are beautiful. Thank you. You know what it is? I want to get ready for Halloween, my favorite holiday. Good morning, Anzor. Do you want to take our vitamins together? Ooh, maybe Anzor should help me pick the number for the page. Somebody's going to help me pick it out. Well, I'm so excited that you're here, Anzor. Ooh. Oh, okay. Now, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Christina picked 56, and that's where we're going. So thank you, Christina, for page 56. Now my studio audience member is leaving. Oh, she's picking someone up. Okay. And then 133. Whoa, we got so many pages coming up now. That was weird how that came out of order. But you know what? We have time because we are speeding through the morning part because I don't have my names. All right, let's go with 156 first, or 56 first, and then 133. That is so weird. How about there's no page 56? It goes from 55 to 57, and 56 is blank, Christina. Well, that is just wackadoodle. That's wackadoodle. Well, that's interesting. I guess we're going right to 133. Interesting. By the way, X. Today's letter is X. Just reminding you. And X marks a spot, a blank spot. And the page next to it talks about learning from all that hurts. So that's very interesting. But X marks the spot. All right, let's check it out. Okay, so 57, I would say we have to go to the page before. But listen, I got to keep on track because if she comes out, we're going to have to end this abruptly. So I appreciate your numbers. I'm going to go with 133 right now. And maybe we'll go to 56. But we're not going to read a chapter page. All right, here we go. 133. The next time someone upsets you, think to yourself, thanks for pointing out that I've begun depending on you. Ooh. And the next time someone doesn't take your view into account, think, that's okay. I was once like that. And if someone steals from you, think, it was nothing. My supply is the universe. Or lies to you, think, I'm sorry you feel that need. Wait a second. Hold on 1 second. I need light in here. And if someone steals from you, think it was nothing. My supply is the universe. Or lies to you, think I'm sorry you feel that need. Violates you, all for my growth and glory. Is rude to you, cheer up, dear soul. It'll be okay. Judges you, thanks for sharing. Drives by you like a bat out of heck. Be careful, my friend. You are loved. And the next time someone greets you with a smile, smile back like you're sharing a great secret. Now, I'm going to go back. Let's see. Yes. I'm going to go back to page 56. Because what we're going to do, let's go to 55. 55 is just as good as 56 or 57. I can tell you that. I don't know who stole 56, Lewis. It's not that anybody stole it. It's just, which is interesting because the other one was about if someone steals from you. Say, I'm glad I could help, right? So this says, you may not be able to take it with you at the end of your life, but whatsoever you may do, be or have in time and space awaits you on the other side. The path to enlightenment usually includes many stages. Most commonly, it begins with festering misunderstandings that lead to pain. The pain that leads to growth, growth leads to clarity, clarity leads to fun, fun leads to joy, and joy leads to true illumination. Whenever possible, and it usually is, I recommend skipping to the fun part. I do too. That was pretty hot and heavy today. As a matter of fact, when you're in a car by yourself and you're talking, it gets pretty warm in here. I have to open a window. It's like I'm sweating. Okay. Whew, fresh air. That's good stuff. All right, here we go. Thank you guys so much. As a matter of fact, that's the part that we're on right now. This is where we are going to send love and light and good energy. Now, I could have brought the whole gang in here, but you know who I decided to bring? I wonder if anybody can guess. Who would I bring today if I had to bring one representative of all the social distancing buddies, all of the little buddies that we have? I wonder who here would recognize which one I would bring. I'm going to have a little water while I see if anybody answers that question. Does anybody out there think they know? No? Okay. All right. Here we go. It's Piggy, because Piggy was Courtney's first social distancing buddy. So I brought Piggy. So we are going to take little Piggy, and Piggy is going to represent all the social distancing buddies that we usually have here. And for today, because Courtney is going through a little something, we are going to send love and light to my little Courtney, my heart that walks outside my body. And we are going to wish that she is going to be A-okay. And I know she will be. But for everybody out there that's worried about something, I will tell you that, yes, it is Pig. Pig was Courtney's first baby. Courtney carried Pig everywhere. That's why Pig looks like Pig's been through like it. She carried this guy everywhere by its tail. It's nice and scuffed up and it's got love all over it. And that's why it's so important to bring Pig today. So if you don't mind helping me out, I would really appreciate it if we could send love and light, peace, harmony, joy to the world. But also if we could send love, light, healing, and just everything good to Courtney. Okay? Are you ready? On the count of 3. 1 from your head, 2 from your heart, 3 from your whole being. Little Piggy, you and me, buddy. She's going to be good. All right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I hope you guys felt that, because I did. I did. And I appreciate everybody sending love and light to my daughter, because I appreciate it. I just do. It's very sweet of everybody. So you guys ready to read some books? I brought some books. I did. I have no live studio audience anymore, but I have books. I brought them today. I didn't want to miss story time. I'm so excited. I love hanging out with you guys in the morning. It definitely makes my morning better. I go to work in a better mood. I go to work feeling really good because we start this together every day. Actually, today is day 214 since March 21st. Wow, 214. That's just incredible. So ground your feet. I got my feet grounded on my car seat, actually. We're going to ground our feet. We're going to bring our hands up as high as you can. We're going to take down a deep breath and have our I am statements. You ready? Here we go. I am hopeful. I am positive. I am excited. I am ready. Are you guys ready? I am so ready right now. I'm going to start out with a small book for little kids, and it's also the book that I started to read to Courtney the last time we were here for her first procedure when we had to wait to go in. So I figured, why not? It's called Swim, Little Wombat, Swim. Here we go. See? Little Wombat was looking for apples. Hello, said a funny squeaky voice. Wombat spun around. Hello, I'm Wombat. Who are you? I'm Platypus, said a fuzzy wuzzy face. There's the Wombat. And there's the Platypus. How cute. Then, with a funny shuffly walk, Platypus waddled to the pond and disappeared. And look what's next to little Wombat. A dragonfly! Platypus! Little Wombat giggled. Platypus? He tried to waddle too. He giggled and waddled, shuffled and chuckled nearer and nearer to the water's edge. Kerplash! Uh-oh. Little Wombat sank like a stone. Because he's a wombat. He's not a platypus. In a flash, Platypus darted towards him. Before he knew it, Wombat was at the surface and safely out of the water. Thank you, Platypus, he sputtered. He wished he hadn't laughed at his new friend. How did you learn to swim like that? It's easy, Platypus smiled. I'll teach you. How cute. Look at the dragonfly. It's my grandmother. First, little Wombat had to hold onto the edge and kick his legs as hard as he could. Then he used a log as a float, and he splashed all around the pond. He splashed and he kicked until he was worn out. Time for lunch, said Platypus. Little Wombat munched on a juicy red apples, and Platypus munched on a handful of shrimps. Never swim on a full tummy, said Platypus. So they snoozed in the shade for an hour. That afternoon, little Wombat learned to paddle like a dog and dive like a frog, even though all the splashing, little Wombat heard his name being called. Look at the frog and the platypus and the dragonfly and the wombat. Rabbit and Koala had come to see what he had been doing all day. Little Wombat beamed. Platypus taught me to swim. Come on, Platypus, let's have a race. Wombat, wombat, wombat. Koala and rabbit cheered him on. Look at that. Look how cute they are cheering him on, though. He's got his little fist in the air. Wombat, wombat. That's adorable. No, not Wombat. Little Wombat grinned at his new friend, Wombatopus. Oh, how cute. That's a great story. That is a sweet story. Swim, little Wombat. Swim. All right, let's see what we have next. Ooh, I got this one. The cat who lost his purr. Yeah, purr. I don't have books that start with the letter X, but I thought he lost his purr. No purr. That's kind of like he X'd out his purr. And you notice the uppercase and the lowercase are the same, just tiny. One of my favorites when it happens. Okie dokie. The cat who lost his purr. Ooh, creepy. Boodle woke one morning without his purr. His house was quiet and empty. Where's my purr? Wondered Boodle, who was normally happy and contented, like Lewis. He thought hard. When did I have it last? But like all cats, he was not very good at remembering yesterday. He didn't know about things like tomorrow or the names of the days of the week or even that the world was round. To him, it was flat. And today, it was purrless. The things he knew were useful, like if it was a wet fur day or a dry fur day, or what time his cans were opened and when his milk got poured. I will go and find my purr, decided Boodle, and he set off. Boodle started by looking in the bathroom. Drip, 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 drop went the tap. Is that my purr? No, the wet drip sound was not his purr. Is my purr down here? Oh, that's not a purr. No, it was not in the place where his unfurry friends sometimes sat. His unfurry friends. Boodle heard something that sounded like his purr. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Is that my purr? Nope, it was just a fly. So he ate it. Where did the noise go? Wondered Boodle, licking his lips. See the fly? He went downstairs to the kitchen, where there were lots of interesting sounds. Hum, hum, hum. The fridge hummed softly and it smelt good. Boodle was a clever cat. He knew just how to open the fridge and look inside. Is my purr in here? Nope, not even inside the sausages, thought Boodle, feeling rather full. Oh my goodness, look at the mess. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. There was a sound from under the cupboard. Scratch, 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 squeak. That sound could be my purr, but the scratch squeak ran away from his fine, sharp claws. See him? There's a little mouse. 2 mice. A pleasant tick, tick, tock came from the clock. Could that be my purr? He wondered. Boodle climbed up, but a yellow bird knocked him down with a loud cuckoo, cuckoo. Meow, yelled Boodle. Look, it's a cuckoo clock. Boodle. In the laundry room, the washing monster made lots of loud, wet, gurgling noises. Swish, swish, swash. Is my purr in the wash? Boodle thought a cat thought, which isn't very long, and watched until his whiskers felt dizzy. No, my purr is not in there. It hates getting wet. In the living room, the fish blew bubbles at him from their watery world. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Boodle didn't like getting his paws wet, so he could not find out if the fish had his purr. He turned away sadly. Look at that. That's a cool picture. My purr must be outside in the sunshine. It loves the warm sun, thought Boodle, but he had to chase away some naughty birds who were stealing his milk. Crash. And look, he spilled it. In the garden, a robin was banging something on a stone. Crack, crack, crack. Could it be his purr? Boodle rushed to the rescue, but it was only an unhappy snail which crawled away without saying thank you. Cats appreciate good manners. Snails are always miserable and never smile. Interesting. Boodle went back to the house in a downtail mood. Cats don't cry because that makes them get wet. Poor me, sighed Boodle. He had a drink of milk to help him think and licked all the chocolate off some biscuits just for comfort. Yes, I understand that, Boodle. Some comfort biscuits. And then he heard a sound. Lots of sounds coming into the house. Voices of his two-legged, unfurry friends. My openers of cans. My pourers of cream. My strokers of fur. They were home, and they had found his purr. He purred with joy. Purr. That actually sounds more like it than saying purr, purr, purr. Oh, come on. Look at that. How cute. At last, his life, which to a cat means today, was perfect. He was the most contented cat in the whole flat garden of his world and would be until the end of whiskers. I didn't read that right. He was the most contented cat in the whole flat garden of his world and would be until the end of his whiskers. And now his tale is told. Right? That is so sweet. That's a great, great, great story. Okay. That was book number 2. We've got another book. Are you ready? And I don't know exactly what made me pick these books today, but I have to tell you, they're pretty good. There might be a bonus book, actually. There just might be time. This is another book about another cat. Good morning, Monica. How are you? We're on location today from the parking lot of Premier Endoscopy. And I wasn't going to waste a moment. And I knew that by 10 o'clock, I would be busy taking care of my daughter So while she's inside, I figured, why not have a little story time to get everybody awake and with positive energy and stories. This one is called Clarence the Copycat. Story by Patricia Lakin and John Manders. Today's letter is X. And today is day 214 since we started story time. Clarence's mother and father were the best mousers Sam's sandwich shop had ever had. They spent all their time catching mice. Clarence did not. He was a peaceful cat. Uh-oh. He couldn't bear to harm another living creature, even one that ate the deli meats and scared the customers. His family tried to change him, but they couldn't. So Sam sent him away. Oh boy. Alone in the world, Clarence stuck to his principles. He would not hurt mice. But everywhere he went, people wanted him to do just that. Scram, you no mouser, yelled Gladys and Forever Flower Gladys of Forever Flowers. Scat, cat, shouted Annie of the Quality Diner. Out, you lazy bum, bellowed Tom of Ye Old General Store. They just didn't see the value of Clarence. Not nice. Clarence followed the man into a street a second. Will I ever find a real home? Clarence wondered sadly. He searched up one street and down another, and he sniffed around parking lots and padded along pathways, but he had no luck. Exhausted, he collapsed in a small spot of shade. A man stood in a nearby doorway. And whose cat are you? He asked. My own, Clarence meowed softly. A stray by the looks of you, the man said, and he brushed cracker crumbs from his bushy mustache. Do I need a cat? He wondered. Why not? Clarence followed the man into a strange place. Hundreds of books lined the walls of a big room. There were tables and chairs in the middle of the floor, and fluffy cushions lay in a sun-filled window seat. A big machine whirred, lit up, and spat out paper. Welcome to the Barnstable Library, said the man. I am Mr. Spanner. He unwrapped a wedge of cheese and gave it to Clarence. Clarence purred a deep, satisfied purr. This place had warm spots for snoozing and many mountains to climb. But best of all, there were no signs of mice. Pretty cool, right? I think it looks really awesome. I would love to be there in the library. They were just friendly people who sat and read books or carried them in and out of the library. Clarence watched them come and go each day. As he sat near the door on top of the copy machine, soon Mr. Spanner started calling Clarence Copycat. That's funny. He sits on top of the copy machine. Copycat. The two of them grew to depend on each other. Clarence helped Mr. Spanner find misplaced books and pencils, and he kept Mr. Spanner company when he had to work late. And Clarence was the most attentive listener during story time. That's amazing! In return, Mr. Spanner kept Clarence well-read, well-fed, and well-petted. Life was good. Life was very, very good. I love that. That's so sweet, right? Until the first bitter cold day of winter, Clarence smelled him. Then he saw him. A mouse darted from under the copy machine. Mr. Spanner saw him too. "Get that mouse!" Mr. Spanner called to Clarence. Clarence's heart sank. He didn't know what to do. "Come on, copycat," cried Mr. Spanner. Clarence didn't move. He saw Mr. Spanner whirling and twirling, creeping and crawling all over the library trying to catch that mouse. "He's gone," Mr. Spanner finally panted. "Thank goodness," thought Clarence. I know, Louis. Clarence listens to story time too. Okay. That night, Clarence's past lives flashed before his eyes. "Out, you lazy bum! Scram, you no mouser!" and "Scat, cat!" echoed in his ears. "This time, I can't let myself be kicked out," he decided. He paced the library floor, trying to think of a plan. As he rounded the corner of Mr. Spanner's desk, he noticed that the cheese container was covered. Of course. Clarence meowed triumphantly. The mouse had been after the cheese, so Clarence bounded on the desk and ate every last crumb and cube. But the next afternoon, the mouse showed up for story time. The children squealed. "Get that mouse!" Mr. Spanner cried. But Clarence didn't move from his cushion. He watched Mr. Spanner and the children whirling and twirling, creeping and crawling around the library trying to catch that mouse. "He's gone," Mr. Spanner finally gasped. Then he wagged his finger at Clarence. "Mice like to eat books, you know." Uh-oh. That night, Clarence couldn't sleep. He had to save the library books. Oh boy. And his home. He paced the floor trying to think of another plan. He was near the copy machine when he saw a tiny hole. "That's it," thought Clarence. "I'll block up every cranny and crack. No mouse will ever be able to crawl in here again." See it? Early the next morning, Mr. Spanner opened the library. "How did these books get everywhere? Except where they belong," he muttered. He looked at Clarence, who was perched high above in the mystery section. Clarence couldn't explain, and he couldn't stop Mr. Spanner from removing all of his blockades. See the books? He used them to block up all the cracks and holes. Later that day, Mr. Spanner had just lifted the lid of the copy machine when he began to shout, "He's back! Copycat, get him!" The mouse darted behind the library cart. Oh boy. Clarence didn't move. Books flew as Mr. Spanner grabbed the broom. Mr. Spanner twirled. Paper swirled. Mr. Spanner crept and began to lower the broom. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay. Stop, Clarence yelled, and without a plan, he jumped, he soared through the air. Mr. Spanner whirled across the room. Wham! They collided. Splunk! Clarence landed with a big, fat belly flop right on the copy machine glass. He tried to get up, but suddenly lights began to flash. Clarence was blinded by them. They went back and forth beneath them. Paper flew out of the machine. 1 sheet, 2 sheet, 3 sheet, 4, 5. Gone, yelled Mr. Spanner. He picked up Clarence. I'm going, Clarence wailed. Mr. Spanner put him on the floor. He gave Clarence his head a pat. Clarence looked up. Mr. Spanner wasn't mad. Clarence wasn't being kicked out. But what happened to the mouse? Clarence peeked under the copy machine. He jumped when he saw it staring back at him. It wasn't a mouse. It was a huge black cat with bulging legs, an enormous tummy, and whiskers that stuck out like arrows. It was Clarence. Well, not really Clarence. It was a large copy of Clarence. And it was the scariest cat Clarence had ever seen. It must have been the scariest cat the mouse had ever seen, too, because that mouse didn't come back ever. Look, when Clarence got stuck, he made a photocopy of himself. Many Saturdays later, after another wonderful story time, Clarence and Mr. Spanner sat nestled together on the window seat. They soaked up the last rays of sunlight as they ate their cheese and crackers. I knew I needed a cat like you, said Mr. Spanner, and Clarence the copycat knew it too. The end. Well, you guys, that was 3 stories. Story time. We did Love and Light, Vitamin Time. I'm so excited I got to be here with you today because the phone call that interrupted was the doctor saying that she just got finished. So now I have to wait for her to come out. But guess what? We're going to definitely have a hug. Right hand on your left shoulder, left hand on your right. Give yourself a hug for me. Squeeze yourself so tight. Have an amazing day. I'm so excited because everything's going to be all right. 3 Little Birds. That was the song that was playing when we pulled up, and I saw a cardinal, and I have to tell you, it was a positive sign, and I believe that everything is going to be all right. So let's breathe our way out of story time. Know that I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Yes, that is a great story time book. Tomorrow is Thursday, the 22nd, and I'll be back with story time at 10 a.m. and the letter Y. So, are you ready? I am excited. I am grateful. I am happy. I am peace. Guys, thank you so much for being here with me. It was an amazing way to spend an hour in a car waiting for my daughter because I would be going crazy bananas, making buttons, and being a nervous wreck. So thank you guys. You do so much more for me than you realize. And we have a great community here. And I appreciate it so much. So thank you. And that is our letter X day from the back of the Volkswagen Beetle. I mean, whoever thought? Vitamin time right here. Yeah, I found this captain's hat. It got messed up from being in the back. But, all right. I must bid you adieu. So, signing off until tomorrow. Love you guys. Have an amazing day. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Oh, actually, today's Wednesday. So, don't forget, Girls Gone Green tonight. And actually, there's a surprise. So, tune in. And 7 o'clock, I believe we are definitely having our beauty quarantine. But today, I have to confirm that. But anyhow, I'll see you tonight, 8 o'clock. Girls Gone Green. Mwah. Love you. Bye.